Welcome everyone to our first impressions, part 1 for Kill It With Fire 2, which is still currently in early access at the time of this recording. Be sure to check out part 2 if you'd like to see more. And a huge, big, massive shout out to the developer, Casey Donlin, for gifting everyone at Video Game Book Club with Steam keys. We appreciate it, Casey. Awesome work on the game. And thanks again for tuning in and listening to our feedback as well. Anyways, I'm Tubby Mora, and today I am joined by Witzler, Nakuso, and Soul Charizard. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
And the order of presenting will be Witzler, Soul Charizard, Tubby Mora, and then Nakuso. And enough of that. Enough messing around. Let's just jump into this. First impressions, Kill It With Fire 2, Early Access, Part 1. Let's go. Question 1. What is one thing you like about the game in its early access state, and why? Take it away, Witzler.
What I like most is probably that even for an early access game, the gameplay is very fleshed out. Like, you can unlock a lot of weapons, they function very well. And like also going from World 3, the city level, you can have a lot of fun just fucking around with the infrastructure and destroying stuff. Hey, I loved it, and I think that's a great concept to include in a game like this. Next.
I think I like there's many ways how to exterminate the spiders, especially if there's like things you haven't unlocked yet or that's still not released in the early access. Though a little bit of a side note, I feel a little bad after doing the Spider City one. It's just like hearing their screams like that.
Yeah, that was great.
And the audio logs.
It's like the No Russian mission in Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's really unexpected that they even went that far to actually develop a narrative for the city. It was great.
Oh yeah, with newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I like that. Yeah, but yeah, next.
For me, we're coming into this playing with the idea and mindset that we played the first game. And I gotta say, this is probably the most obvious one and probably the biggest appeal of this game is it is multiplayer. 4 people, online co-op, it's an amazing time. If you look back at our very first VGBC episode on this game, there were complaints about it being, a little mundane, a little slow, not too engaging. But the moment you add a couple of your friends, it's just, and natural chaos just occurs because of it. It just made the game so much more enjoyable. And it was just fun exploring the world and trying to figure out, hey, where the heck is the challenge? Where's this guy? How come that item isn't highlighted? Just like discovering the game and going through it for the first time with friends it was just amazing. Like, it is in leagues better than the first game already just because of that. And for that, I commend Casey and the team. Like, it's funny because if you look at that first episode that we did, none of us were even mentioning the idea of co-op, and just to see it happen out of nowhere, I welcome it. I'm glad it made it into the game. But yeah, that's mine. What about you, Nakuso?
So for me, it's the variety and the missions offered is vastly improved from the previous game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Remember most of the missions, Tubby, having, I guess, mostly just kill missions when it came to the challenges. And the only challenge really was the radio that played the music. And then you would just go around killing
the spider gauntlets.
And then now, I did not expect things like the power breaker and the IKEA. It's like a bit of a horror as a mist rise up and then the spiders grab you. Or how about fighting like in a city with the huge spiders and having tanks just fire at you?
Or what was that called? The thing from Doctor Who?
The weeping angels.
Yeah, the weeping angel statues. Oh my god!
Oh, I saw those. I did it once, but I was like confused at that time, and I saw more. I was like, oh no!
It's not just like a fun mechanic to do, but it's also like I like Doctor Who, the old Doctor Who, and it was like a great Easter egg to find.
Yeah, especially when you use it against your friends. Like, you just activate the challenge.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, because it's like sometimes nobody's expecting it and then they just die. we just messed around so much. We spent more time just messing with the statue than actually doing the challenge.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
But it was
Oh,
great.
That was
Did
great.
you guys see
They're
that
like,
movie?
they're like the potions too, right?
Oh my god, yeah, the potions. Like that was
Oh,
its
yeah.
own adventure trying to mix all the potions together and we kept messing up. It was just funny.
Yeah, I had to do it alone. So I did it alone when I played that game.
It's not like necessary to enjoy the game solo, but if you guys have the opportunity, just like if you can sucker someone else in to play with you, I'm telling you, it's a different game with other people. Like
I
I
bet.
think it's designed and meant to be played with the group. But I mean, the solo
Yeah,
experience is
I
still
kinda-
pretty good.
It
I
is.
kind of realized that, but it's in a low key way.
Maybe next time we
Mhm.
should like hold up signups. Like, kind of like in school, you're looking for team project. Anyone need a team partner to play?
Another testing for Killer with Fire 2. Just lie a little bit, trying to test out the manner.
It's like, yeah, we need to play matchup. We need to play hookup with other people. But as you were saying, Oxo,
Yeah, going back to the challenges, just the variety and event, like the event challenge, kind of reenacting Alien Isolation. A little bit of horror in there. You have some more
God.
platforming.
Oh yeah,
It's
the
just-
vents were like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Level 30 spiders.
yeah.
How the hell are you supposed to kill those things?
oh, we did.
Oh, he did. I also glitched a spider, so I had a
Oh,
pet
I-
spider with me.
Oh, I kind of cheesed it. I cheesed mine. I used the freaking remote toy tank.
Oh, you can do that? I
Yeah,
never thought about
Oh,
that.
smart.
though I think when I say that, it's gonna get patched later on.
No.
No, I don't think so. Because there were a couple different ways you could have went about the
Yeah, because you
The
could
event
be like a
challenge.
spider. You could turn into a spider and outrun them.
turn invisible.
Yeah, that's right. I did that too in the second
Turn
one.
invisible. If you have the right potion. There's just I'm so glad because that was one of my biggest pet peeves going from the last game into this one. So
We'll talk
great
about
job,
that.
Casey.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
And I'm done.
let's move on to question 2. What is one thing you did not like about the game in its early access state, and why?
First off, this is more so me nitpicking than anything like really negative about the game. Because although it's like the namesake of the game with killing it with fire, I found it like a bit too unfun when like I go into a room and just torch the entire room because the fire clips through every surface and just kills everything instantly. And like you don't need to find what thing is the face spider because you can just burn it. Yeah, no, that's like my biggest gripe. Like, and also like you can upgrade the newspaper to give you more fire ammo, so you can do this with every room possible. Like, I think that's like it takes the fun away for me at least to like, hey, I need to search for the spiders. No, I just burn them all.
Dude, Witzler, I'm so glad that you mentioned that because that's exactly what we said in the first game of Kill It With Fire. Like that was actually my strategy, and a lot of people's strategy is we just grab a torch, burn everything, and clear the level. This game is smart though compared to the first one because
No, like-
if you notice that a lot of the challenges that are in the game
no.
don't rely on only killing anymore, like which is
like,
good.
That's not my problem. Like the challenges are great. I love them, but like it feels like the normal spiders just don't have any way to them at all because you can just burn the entire fucking room. Like that's pretty much it for me. Next.
Yeah. No, but it's good you mention it because I kid you not, the first game, that's all it was. To beat an area, you just have to kill a set amount of spiders. There was no extra stuff to it. So
Like no,
yeah, there were
like-
no like additional objectives really, no other things you had to search for. It was just like you want to get to the next area, kill X amount of spiders. And kind of like what Witzler said, you just torch the area and that was it. Which was what kind of made it boring for a lot of people, including Meat. He was like, "Yep, that was it. That's all I did, and then I got through the game in 2 hours. But
Yeah, I mean, you do still have the aspect of like you unlock certain doors by just killing enemies,
yeah.
right? And so that aspect still stands where you just burn everything to the crisp and get new areas to unlock. But you need to at least do the challenges, which are, in my opinion, very, very, very good designed.
Yeah, Bun said in the comments right now. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. Were there any fire resistant spiders at all in the game?
Not that I noticed. I just burned everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
there were no fire resistant spiders.
So
And
okay.
even if there were any fire resistant spiders, the newspaper one shots everything. That's not level
Yeah, that's
30.
true.
Like that's also like the combo of like the fire burns the entire room and everything that's left just gets one shot by the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the final level, the level 3 spiders still get one burst, one bang.
Okay. So what would you do then to kind of mix it up then?
I would honestly maybe nerf the ammo of you get, and probably I'd say don't make fire one-shot enemies.
Okay.
Or mostly like the newspaper, or like fire, or
Yeah,
like
also
other
like
firearms.
like that newspaper is like one-shots everything that's not like a level 30 enemy is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Like at least making 2 or 3 hit the level 1 spiders from the final encounter.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Those are some good points. What about you, Soul?
Okay, well, I think it's just me, but I feel like if you're gonna be upgrading the scanner to find like spiders or other items, there are times like when you're there's like you're getting close to a spot. You're looking at the tracker and you see like you're getting close to a spider, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're there. You look up and down. There's like, where's the spider? Is it behind this object, or is it behind, or like in this drawer or something? But
Mm-hmm.
there's like you can't look in. There's like no way to find it. Is it like in the next floor above me or something, or is it below me? It's one of those things like it needs to be clarified, like where to find these certain spiders, or at least
Okay. Yeah.
have like some sort of function to switch floors of where they're at, like keeping like certain amount of spiders on these certain floors, or like automatically goes to like a floor you're on,
Mm-hmm.
and then it shows how many spiders or where these spiders are at.
Especially if
And
it's
I
like a
think
multi-floor level.
yes, and I could probably add this one too, like have some sort of mini map, but don't show the spiders where they're at. At least know the layout of the area,
Mm-hmm.
so
To
it'll
that
make it.
Actually,
Say
to
again?
that point, at least in the IKEA, you do have a minimap because there are
Oh
like
yeah,
signs that show you the layout of the building.
there's that one.
That makes sense though, right? Because of
Yeah, it
just
does.
the level design.
Yeah, like it makes sense in that case, but like I get what he means with the other levels.
Yeah, because and like I know the as you
Like the
said
mansion,
the
right? Like the
furniture,
mansion.
like
Yeah.
the mansion, and there should be like some sort of directory on like the city area. I know it's kind of obvious, but it does help like for some people that are just like having a hard time to navigate
Mm-hmm.
around these areas, especially like I'm not sure about the ship one, but just like some sort of navigational mechanics to it
Okay.
with the scanning. Next.
For me, one of the biggest things I kept mentioning from the first game was environmental destruction. Now, I will definitely say that they, like Casey and the team, have definitely stepped it up with the environmental destruction. I mean, they made an entire level just dedicated to environmental destruction
Which in my
with the
opinion was
buildings.
the best level in the game.
Yep, because it was just simple, it worked, and it was great. And again, Casey, thank you for adding the destructible toilets and being able to destroy the shower and everything. Like that was great. Thank you for listening to that. But one of the things with the environmental destruction is, especially in the city, it was very inconsistent upon us first entering the city. Like, I mean, later on when you unlock rocket launchers and everything else, like more powerful weapons, you can destroy the buildings pretty easily. But when we first entered there, I think we spent a lot of time just trying to figure out how to break the buildings with like the clipboard and some of the other
Yeah,
melee
no.
weapons.
I
And
beat every building to death with the clipboard, man.
yeah, but we noticed like it would break on certain parts of the building, but then in other parts it wouldn't break. Like it was
Yeah,
very
so-
inconsistent with the hit detection.
So I'm not the only one that saw that. Like,
Okay,
had that
so
issue.
yeah, it wasn't just us, right? It sounds like a lot of
No,
other
no.
people had it.
What,
Yeah,
like,
because I was at the city level. I was like, I saw the recipe of like making this potion. I'm like, there's like a small portion of it like not breaking for some reason. It's not coming down.
Yeah, and I
yeah,
just
also like
oh, go ahead,
I was
Whistler.
confused. I was confused the first time. I was like in the, I think it's the third part of the city where like the really tall buildings are, where there's the challenge at top of the highest building. And I was like, hey, why can't I knock down these buildings? And like
Mhm.
I didn't even notice, like they broke in certain parts, so it
Yes.
looked like they would completely break, but then they didn't because there was something to get up to.
Yeah.
But it didn't make sense because I couldn't see it the first time around.
And
Yeah.
that's really all like one of the things I would like to see improved as this game continues development is just clean up the hitboxes on the destructible items. In fact, you can even increase some of the destruction in some of the areas because it's like, especially in a place like IKEA, like there's like so much furniture we wish I could have broken.
Make the laser breath just destroy the entire IKEA.
Yeah. See, even if you look at this, if you look at the stream right now, that is a perfect example. Like I was shooting that building, and like every single angle, and it just would not break no matter what. So it's just like maybe it's because the game's in early access and they're still working on it, but definitely that's something that I feel should definitely be focused and worked on because that's part of the game's appeal: killing spiders and just wreaking havoc on everything. And then, but if you're spending most of your time like trying to figure out how to break something, you're kind of being pulled out of the game, honestly. And it's not, you don't want to do that. We don't want to have to think too much.
What was also pretty good is like what I noticed most definitely is like one of the quests you have on the ship is kill 30 zombie spiders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And you still get the quest progress if you do like the radiation challenge in the city. So it does carry over. That's something I very much so appreciate.
Okay.
Because a lot of game devs would forget something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't, and I really am glad that they did not.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my thing. What about you, Noxo?
So kind of going off what everyone else said, along with if you like want all this destruction, like Whistler said with the fire and torching everything, this also kind of played into both of those, and it's not having a ping system. So there are so many objects, so many different things. If you burn stuff, it's kind of hard to identify. I wish you could just ping it and see what it is to alert not only yourself but your teammates, especially if you don't have anyone in voice chat, which isn't currently in the game at the moment. So that makes it even more difficult when you're trying to do certain things like making potions or challenges, or if you just want to find a specific object for that level in order to get past a certain area is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But
There were many times when me and Tubby and Bajoran and Talman were playing, and we were just going around trying to find one thing. And then when we found it, of course, you can see the outline and make your way there. But sometimes it would just be more difficult because you don't know exactly where that person would be. So just having a ping system that highlights that item,
Mm-hmm.
possibly having a name above it, just so you can like know
what you're looking at.
Or we can go like, or you can do like what the Deep Rock Galactic have, like some sort of ping, like the pinging gun or whatever.
Yes. Oh, that would be a good one too.
can I add something to that?
Say again.
Can I add some things to that?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Because like I only played solo, so I would have never even thought about the idea of pinging something, which is like a very good point to bring up. And also, if they do voice chat, please do proximity chat. Like that's especially in the mansion, proximity chat
would be
go
hilarious.
Oh yeah. And as well, even with like the pinging, I had the problem when I did the IKEA and like find the energy drinks. I couldn't find one because I burnt it.
Yep.
So I really,
Yeah.
so I really
Wait,
had to look around and find
you
the
can
energy drink
burn-
by its
You
shape.
can burn energy drinks.
Yeah, no, everything gets like a charred texture, so it's very hard to identify something if
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
if
see
it's
what you
been
mean.
burnt.
That's pretty funny. Honestly, that actually, I know it's a little frustrating, but at the same time, maybe that's a good thing that they have it, because it's
No,
like
no,
maybe
I-
you shouldn't be using fire here.
No, I didn't say it was frustrating.
Yeah.
I just did say that happened to me, and I know what he means. Like that was funny.
Yeah. I mean, we were laughing too. It was
It's
pretty good.
it's one of those funny regret moments right there.
Mhm.
You see a spider and you just freak out and you just start burning everything.
It's like you burned the room with a cauldron with all the ingredients, and you're like, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
It just gets more complicated when there's so many things that are destructible now.
Yeah.
If you're trying to find one thing, especially so we're in a mansion, trying to find like in that room after everything was kind of destroyed,
Like, which one's the
trying to
femur?
find that the ingredient.
Yeah.
It's like it's just certain things that make it easier if there was just a better way to identify it. Especially like the glow. Sometimes it's very hard to see as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
I think when you char something, it doesn't show up, or at least it faints, and it's just more annoying, especially when you're trying to do everything. Me and Tubby ran into that near the end of Kill with Fire. We were trying to find and do certain things, but either it got reset, or we couldn't find it, or it just like bugged out. And I think just the ping system would help a lot with that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
100%. Okay. That's it. Actually, there's no more questions. There's only 2 questions. So that concludes this short episode of Video Game Book Club. Be sure to check out part 2 of this video series to see the rest of the VGBC first impressions. Thank you for tuning in. And if you'd like to join the Video Game Book Club Discord and play and discuss video games alongside us and the community, the link will be in the description box below. With that said, take care, have a good one, and we will catch you in the next episode of Video Game Book Club. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye
See ya.
See ya.